Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island season 12 episode 14. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. So the episode starts with us getting a little bit more context on this whole beef with Emily. And now that I have more information, I think I can make a better, I think I could stand with Shakira and Tony a bit more.
The only effort she's made with me is when she wants to know something. Exactly. She wasn't asking because she wants to help you. I'm gonna go and speak to her. Go for it, girl. I feel like the only times that you speak to me or you just want to know like what's going on, maybe you've not even realised.
Yeah.
It's just a case of reading the room a little bit.
You shouldn't be calling me boring. You shouldn't. I see you looking at each other. I see you two looking at each other when I'm speaking. Not you, Tony. She's calling me boring.
2 seconds, you turn around to one of the girls, so that's why we don't speak to you about things.
She just went like this to me, right? The last way.
Emily, don't try and bring up like the last thing we spoke about. It's obviously closer with other people, so it's not an issue.
Okay, so initially I thought the issue was simply that Emily is just too happy, right? So I was just like, I don't get it. But now with a little bit more context, and it's not like this wasn't said the previous episode, I guess I just wasn't paying attention. But now the girls are saying, basically, you're nice nasty. And it is questionable that you claim to be this nice person, yet you've made an alliance with these girls who have been so nasty in the villa. That's legit. Number two, you've never made an effort with us, yet when you do talk to us, it's almost as if you're just trying to get information. So don't fake like we're friends when clearly that's not the vibe. Also legit. I will say I still agree with Emily when she says, if it was going to be this big of an issue, you should have said something, because this is more bitchy than whatever you think I was doing or saying it before. Because Tony's whole thing was, oh, if I said it before, I would be the bitch. Like, this is worse, especially considering her reaction. Shakira was like, it was never that deep for me to say anything, so whatever. And from Shakira, I do believe it. But from Tony, there was more under the surface for sure. So I feel like she could have said something earlier, because this is a lot for the information that we have, right? Then Emily literally does what Shakira was just calling her out for. She's like, as soon as I tell you anything, you go and you run to the other people. And she does exactly that. And Shakira's like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, no, I already told you it's not that big of a deal. Why are you making it bigger than it is? Like, we said we're going to leave things amicable. Let's do that. I hear her on that. I absolutely do. I also have a problem with Emily not explaining the whole story, because she's just like, oh yeah, they have an issue with me or whatever. They explain the issue with you. It's not just that you're happy, it's that you're nice nasty and that your friendship with them is disingenuous. Explain all of that. That's not to say that the other side of the house is now going to side with Tony and Shakira, but it will at least give a fuller picture to why there is some tension going on in the house. After all that, Harry and Shakira have a conversation, and he's mentioning Helena, basically saying that he doesn't believe that she's truly over things. And I'm thinking, this man's ego. I have to compare him to Ronnie, because those two guys, their ego is so inflated. They cannot fathom a woman not being bothered by them not paying her any mind anymore. Like, you have to be sick over this man for his ego to be fulfilled. For his ego to feel validated? Sure, whatever. But like, he cannot fathom the fact that Helena just doesn't care anymore. I still think that she does a little bit, but not as much as Harry believes. Anyways, he starts talking to Shakira, and I fully believe that she's keeping him as a placeholder for now.
Don't look at me like that.
Poured your heart out to Helena. Why you side-eyeing me for?
I will continue. I will continue to side-eye you. I think I've felt like this since we haven't really been talking. Why are you giggling when I look at you? So you won't stand for any of my antics.
Not your good time, girl.
Oh God, I like a sequin.
One thing about Shakira that I so appreciate is how blunt she is. She's not going to fake the funk in your face. If she's not feeling you all the way, she'll let you know. But she's also open about being open and exploring and having fun on the island. Like, if Harry is who she wants to waste her time with right now, she will do that. But let somebody new come in that she's interested in, she's also going to hop onto that too. Like, I love how open and honest she is It's great. Speaking of open and honest, Yasmin is the girl who is similar. Don't like her as much, but she is similar. She has a conversation with Ben, and honestly, I feel like intellectually, they're more on par with each other. I definitely feel like they're more on par with each other, so we'll see if anything develops from that. I don't think Ben finds her attractive. He's just like bored, and so if he was to pursue anything, I guess he would be open to Yasmin, but right now I don't think he has options. I don't think Yasmin has options either. Shakira doesn't have options either, so she's just holding on to Harry for now. Somebody else who doesn't really have an option is Tony. She is latched onto Harrison, and I just don't see it for them. I will say their physical chemistry looks really good. They did kiss on the terrace, and he told her that they have had the best chats. That's easily going to be debunked real soon. But yeah, I'm not seeing it for them. But I also think, like, if they were to end things, Tony really wouldn't be bothered too much by Harrison specifically. I think it might start to get on her nerves that she's not finding a connection in here. But if things don't continue with Harrison, I don't think that Harrison specifically would be what, like, stirs her spirit. You know what I'm saying? So in the next morning, Shakira and Tony talk to Emily. They're basically like, listen, it is not as deep as you're trying to make it seem. Our personalities just don't vibe. It is what it is. Tony is very noticeably more quiet initially, but once she speaks up, all of the girls just decide to let bygones be bygones. They're going to be more mindful of each other. Yeah, clearly they're not going to be friends. It is what it is. Let's move on. Megan and Connor have a conversation, and she is the one who pulled him.
Is that Meg?
Yeah.
You're looking lovely.
Thanks.
We all keep saying we're open, but like we need to start fucking acting like it.
Yeah,
You know what I
but
mean?
you know
Like,
what
so I
it
know
is?
I haven't.
No, yeah, obviously, like, you do get on well with Tommy and stuff, and I see that. But I just feel like it would have been so much easier for me to just stay with Emily, and you're not really fucking doing what you need to be doing here then.
This reminds me of when Tommy said, when the three bombshells came in, right? Tommy said he believes that Megan is keeping him as a safe option. She's had her pick of the litter when guys come in, which has got to be exhausting. You know, any guy comes in and they're looking at your girl, right? But also a compliment, I guess. Depends how you want to look at it. But he did say safe option, and back then I didn't believe it. But now seeing how Megan has been acting with Connor, it does seem that way. It definitely does. Then we see Emily and Tommy talking, and I thought maybe they were gonna build a connection, but in this conversation, it simply was just complaining about how Connor went about things. Tommy's biggest issue with Connor is the fact that he, in the beginning, established amongst the boys that if either of them were attracted to their girls, they should have a conversation with the guy before they talk to the girl. And Connor didn't do that before and is continuing not to do that. So Tommy is really annoyed by that. Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic. These two are then going to start to be fond of each other. And I'm thinking, honestly, just do a swap. Do a swap and remain open. Like, you don't now have to commit to the swap, but play with your options. Oh, also, Connor did say that Tommy did say that he believes Connor likes the chase. I think to some degree, a lot of people like the chase. You know, you like to work for it a little bit. Men more so than women seems to be the pattern, right? And so I don't blame Connor for wanting to move around because Emily is smothering him. It's too much too soon. I totally understand why he wants to look around, especially if he believes that he had a connection that he hasn't seen all the way through, right? So why not see where that could go, especially in the early days while there's still that openness amongst everybody. Once it's like post Casa Amor, face your friend. Absolutely face your friend. Then we have Harrison and Helena who have a conversation. And I'm like, this girl is just sour. My gosh. She tells him, well, don't you think that Tony is just grasping at straws? Girl, I honestly think that Tony does like the guy. Yeah, it is her only option in there, but I do think that there is a like of him from her. He also says that he does kind of fancy her a little bit. It wasn't an initial attraction, but he is growing to like her. Then he's gonna say to Helena that, or did he say it to her or about her? Either way, he says that attraction wasn't immediate to Helena. His attraction to Helena wasn't immediate for him either. And then he says to her that the best chats he's had was with her. And so now he's being duplicitous. But I'm just like, if anybody's grasping at straws, based on what I just heard, it would be Harrison. Harrison is trying to latch himself to anybody so that he can stay longer in the villa, but is he building any strong connections? No, not really. And also you, Helena, you're grasping at straws too, because outside of Harrison, who's checking for you? I just don't like how much of a sourpuss Helena is. You know, she always has to find something negative to say about somebody. And to me, that's odd behavior. I still believe that Harrison wants to pursue Megan and or Shakira. It's just that right now things with Megan are quite hectic, so maybe don't go there. And then with Shakira, it is very backstabby, considering that you're coupled up with, well, semi-coupled up with Tony right now. So yeah, I think Tony would absolutely chew his head off. Like, oh, if you were after my friend, you should have said that. And I don't even think Shakira would go there. I think she's kind of like the girl's girl type. I don't think she would let that happen. Then we have Emily, who's feeling very frustrated with Connor. She wants to talk to him because she feels like at this point, she should open up her options as well.
You've pulled Megan's today knowing I'm feeling a bit shitty. I felt like when I walked in, you were so all about me. I just needed you to have my back a bit more. I'd rather you be honest with me, like, are you feeling it or are you not?
But I can't, like, it's tough to tell you if I'm feeling it or not when I'm still getting to know you.
Should I be putting myself out there more? Should I be like, because I haven't even bothered.
My head is with you and I'm getting to
Yeah.
know Megan. I've told you how I feel. You've asked me where my head's at.
Even though you tell me, I don't feel like it.
I don't know why he doesn't just tell her that he feels suffocated. She's giving you an opportunity to express your concerns and you're not saying anything. So yeah, I understand Emily feeling very confused because he's not being transparent with her, you know? And also, is it more than just that? Because aesthetically, she's exactly what he wants, and he can't tell her that it's the whole, oh, you're smothering me thing. Is it her personality that you don't like? Do you also agree with what Tony and Shakira were saying? Like, what is it? Tell us, share it with the class, baby, because Emily's getting real irritated. And I think that nice, nasty side of her is going to turn into nasty, nasty real soon. They play Spin the Bottle. Y'all, it was a lot of information. I don't even think I caught it all, but I'm going to do my best. Meg's usual type is Harrison. That's a little bit surprising to me. So she does like the melanation. Maybe just not all the way like Dijon. I'm sorry. I still feel like Meg just got comfortable. I don't see a real attraction from Meg to Dijon. I think that she's just a territorial girl. That's all. Sorry. Helena would recouple with Harrison. Megan feels like there's unfinished business with Connor. And so Tommy didn't like that because, yeah, that was kind of a blindside. He knew that they had started something, but he didn't know that she saw it as unfinished business. So something has been brewing under the surface for her. Emily would couple up with Tommy if not for Connor, and she believes that he is respectful and always says the right thing. I think that that's very telling. I think that that kind of backs up what Tony and Shakira were saying about her. She acts nice, but is she? We don't know. Tommy does the same thing. He acts nice, but he be snitching and he be talking behind the girl's back the same way that Megan and whatever do. Like, he always feeds into it. When Megan, Meg, and Helena are together, he's there chirping too. So that nice nastiness is prevalent in both of them. Then Tony says Harrison knows where home is. I hate that phrase so much. So much. I hate it. Because it basically is just like, yeah, you can do whatever you want as long as you pick me at the end of the day. Ugh. Gross. Hate it. Ew. Gross. Hate it. But anyways, then she's like, yeah, he said that we have the best chats. The looks around the room from the men, because they know that he told a different story the day before. He said it would, not me having a rogue braid this whole time and y'all ain't tell me. Oh my gosh. Whatever. We're already this far into the video. Yeah, he told a different story the day before. So the guys are looking at each other like, okay. Then we have Tommy, who says that he would couple up with Shakira if not for Megan. Connor, and that shocked me. I thought he was going to say like Emily or something, but he's like, yeah, I mean, it's always been about looks for me when it comes to Shakira, and she's what I like. So, all right. Connor picks Megan as best in bed. And Emily says if he keeps carrying on the way he's carrying on, he'll never get to see what she's like in bed. I said, oh, Okay. Then we have Shay, who was asked to think of a word that comes to mind regarding every Islander. I could not catch them all. It was going so fast. But the ones that I caught was that Helena is a mug. Connor is a joker. Yasmin is fake. I was like, oh my God. Like, the man is releasing the clip. Shakira is cute. Harry is mental. Emily is sweet. Harrison is mysterious. Ramel is real. Meg is first? Oh, what did I mean by first? Oh, feisty. Dijon is smooth. Tommy is genuine. Tony is, I also wrote genuine, but that's not what he said. He did not say genuine. And then he said, Alima is hard work. What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? I'm also tired of these men saying, oh, this woman is hard to work. Just say that you're not man enough. Because to me, what I get from Alima, the 2 seconds that we get to see of her, my poor queen, is that she has standards that she's not willing to compromise on. That's hard work to you? Anyways, moving on. Dijon says that he's least attracted to Yasmin because of her behavior. Yasmin is not buying that, and neither am I. Emily thinks that Ben is best in bed. Harry thinks that he is best suited with Shakira. Jokingly before that, Helena was like, oh, I dare you to go home. Oh, girl, you're proving his point that you still care. Anyways, then everybody starts piping up. It was mainly Ben. Ben is like, oh, well, how are you going to say you have a problem with me and my behavior when you're going to choose Harry? And she's like, yeah, I did say that Harry does need a behavior transplant. And he's like, seriously? You're going to go after him when he needs a behavior transplant? Harry's like, it's better than needing a personality transplant. I said, oh. Okay. Okay, it's true. It's better than that. But she has made it clear, I don't like his behavior, but I also don't like yours. And so she's already explored with you. She's ended that. She's going back to Harry. She's probably going to end that too. Why is everybody pressed? Even when the girls are getting ready, Helena's like, well, you said that that's not the type of guy that you want. So why are you going for him? Why are you pressed? Why do you care? That's not your man no more, right? You don't care no more, right? Girl, get going. In the evening, Emily wants to have another chat with Connor. To me, the man just seemed bored of it all. I think that Connor at this point is kind of checked out, especially with Emily continuously checking in. Where are we? Are we good? Do you still want me? Do you want me to 6'4"? Do you want, like, it's not helping with this whole suffocation thing, which is why I feel like he has to tell her that that's what it is. If in fact that's what it is. Then we see Megan say that she does like being with Tommy. She does think that the things that he does for her are things that she would want in a partner. However, that sexual chemistry with Connor is palpable and she needs a man who has both. So right now she's going to entertain both. And I say, girl, why not? I'm surprised that sexual chemistry is not there with Tommy, but I guess after a while, Tommy does kind of give wet wipe. I'm sorry. He does. Not to say that Connor is giving, sex symbol or anything, but I could see why it's not quite there with Tommy. And they got real comfortable real quick. I think that desire didn't have time to build up, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, they all gather at the fire pit. They're told that there's going to be a recoupling and it's going to be ladies' choice. You guys let me know who you think is going to couple up with who. Are there more men than women? No, there's more women than men. So I don't know who's gonna... Yeah, there's more women than men. Hold on, how's that gonna work? Because in the guest room or whatever, it's Harrison, Tony, and Yasmin right now. Oh no, it's even. I forgot that Yasmin is supposed to be with Shay and she's sleeping there because she doesn't want to sleep next to him. Okay, yeah, so we'll see who couples up with who. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.